Alright guys, welcome back. Central Florida Prepper here. Now, I want to talk about the number one prep that we always should be working on as preppers, and that is water. Alright, now having a water source near your home is definitely something great to have. I would love to have a river nearby. Unfortunately, I do not. Now, I do have some ponds, and I've got a very big lake known as Lake Apopka, not too far from my home. There's plenty of smaller ponds nearby, but who's to say those water sources won't become contaminated? Now, I've always said that you need filtration systems, and I'm a big believer in that. One of my favorite, of course, I've already said before many times, is the Sawyer Mini filter. There are other filters that are on the market. I've also talked about Life Straws. We do have a few of those. We don't have many. Those are mainly for bartering items later on. And the reason why is just me personally. If I can get 100,000 gallons of filtered water through a Sawyer Mini, why would I spend the exact same price on Life Straws that only get like 200 gallons of filtration? Okay, so that's why we do the Sawyer Minis. Now, I will be walking y'all through my humble abode. I think that's how it's said. I don't know. I speak English and very bad English. And I'm going to show you how we store our water. Now, the first thing in comments that I know is going to hit is you do not store water in 2-liter water bottles. You do not store water in milk jugs. I've been doing this for a while, and it has not hurt me. Okay, the only thing about milk jugs, main concern is making sure that that sucker's washed out very well before you store water. Now, the reason being is because of the live culture living in milk. You don't want any of that in your water. Okay, so the biggest problem I have with storing water, and here in Central Florida it gets hot. I mean, it gets really hot. So water is a big priority here. Where I live at, our water gets knocked out on average now, once to twice a month. Don't ask me why. I don't know. I never get a straight answer from the association here. It's just all of a sudden there's no water. Now, granted, I could always just ride down the road to Walmart right now and go get water. No problem. Spend a couple bucks, get a couple gallons. Being a prepper is pretty freaking nice just to be able to open up my closet door or wherever else I have my water at and just get water, compared to jumping in the car, dealing with traffic, and getting water. And that also goes with water preparation. I hate to use SHTF scenario for this, but hurricanes. Alright, now if a hurricane comes through and just destroys where I live at, yes, it will be a shit hit the fan for me. But here in Florida, we pretty much deal with hurricanes. I mean, unless it's a Category 5 beating down on us really bad, don't even bat an eye. But with that said, storing water is a very good idea, just for hurricanes alone. Now, even those areas that got hit with tornadoes, granted, when a house gets hit with a tornado, the house is completely destroyed. But also they're having problems with water in the towns that the tornadoes hit. You know, a tornado targets an area and hits precisely what it's going to do. but it destroys a lot of the infrastructure there too. And having water on hand is going to be a great plus for preppers, even for your community. That decision is up to you. Okay, like I said, I am part of a prepper community here where I live. It took a lot of work, and it still takes work. Okay, some people backslide. Some people just go, oh, you know what, man, nothing's really happened. I'm just prepping for hurricanes. All right, well, you know what, that's good too. At least you're prepping. The majority of our group here at the house are complete shit hits the fan preppers. We do have some, especially some of them are a little bit older, elderly. They're more concerned about the hurricane, which, the way the weather is here lately, hurricanes, I'm worried about the hurricanes being bad this year. Now, like I've said before, I believe in climate shift, and I think our weather is really changing a lot due to that. So yeah, store up water, people. Again, on the milk jugs and the 2-liter bottles, I've never had any problem. The milk jugs, they break down over time, but when they're stored correctly and out of direct sunlight, the plastics, they don't break down as fast as people fearful of, and constantly sitting there going on the prepper posts, constantly prepper forums, oh, they're bad for you, blah blah blah. You need to buy a $20 5-gallon jug. You don't. Alright, they're nice to have, sure, they take a beating, but I can use that $20 on other preps. I can use that other $20 on some of my bills. Even though you're a prepper, you still have to live in society. Alright, you still got bills to pay. So yeah, it might be considered prepping on the cheap. Okay, I'll go with that. It's prepping on the cheap, but it's not going to hurt me one bit. Alright, I've been using milk jugs and soda bottles my whole life. I'm 6 foot tall. I'm a little fat right now. That's only because I've been hurt. But before I was hurt, 186 pounds, healthy, fit. I was falling over dead. So there's really nothing wrong with that. Alright, so I'm going to give you all a nice little walk through my house and show you where I hide my water. Okay, so I pretty much ran out of room. And yes, those are all full. Had to hide it in the bunny's room. What's up, guys? Let's see here. Oh, no, that's food. Never mind. Alright, so we're doing a stash all our water. Well, we got some back down in there. Some stashed there. And we got more stashed there. Lots of water. Alright guys, so that is where I'm hiding my water. When I first started talking about storing water with my wife, she's like, yeah, I don't have a problem with that. We definitely need a couple of days worth of water due to hurricanes, because she is a Florida girl. She is relatively new to prepping. Now she is very receptive to prepping. She sees the need now, but when we first got together, she didn't really understand. She let me do whatever it was I was doing, maybe raise an eyebrow every once in a while. But yeah, she said yes, you can store some water. I may have gone just a little too far, but I have been thirsty before and nothing to drink. So that is our water storage here in the house. So hopefully you enjoyed it. Definitely, guys, click that like button for me. And as always, if you're just stopping through, go ahead and hit that subscribe. We'll be covering a lot of things for preppers, and this here is pretty much 101. You have to have water to survive. Without it, you're done. Alright? So you guys take care.